Hello, my name is Jim Campbell, and I'm the building supervisor for the multi-purpose facility here at Wayne State Athletics. I'm also responsible for overseeing our baseball field, our tennis courts, and our softball facility. I'm going to talk to you briefly about what we look for when we're hiring a new faculty or operations staff member to a full-time position here. Just give a general idea of what sort of overview we'll have when we're looking for a new candidate. First, I worked for 5 years here as a supervisor in the building. Before that, I was equipment manager for hockey programs here with USA Hockey and at University of Michigan for about 15 years. So I've had about 20 years experience in and around college athletics. With that being said, while I was equipment manager, I also worked in the facilities at University of Michigan and here at Wayne State. So I've had about 16 years experience working in operations and facilities. I think overall there's a few important attributes that you need to have if you want to work in college athletics facilities or in the operations staff. First, you need to be willing to learn new things from other people. You're always going to have new challenges and new experiences depending on what kind of operations you have and what kind of events you're going to have coming in. So you need to be willing to learn from others who've done it before. Experiment with them, try and find out what will work if you can't improve on existing structures that you have in place, but always be willing to try to learn and improve yourself. Next, you need to be willing to do whatever needs to be done. No one should have the feeling that anything is beneath them. This is a very important thing to understand when you're working in the athletic department. Most places will not have a full staff to what you could have to the maximum, so everyone's going to have to help in. Pitch in, do what needs to be done. There should be no position or no request that you're given that you think you're above. I've gone all the way from cleaning bathrooms, mopping floors, taking out trash. Everything needs to be done, and everyone needs to pitch in and help out. Final thing, attribute I think you need to keep in mind to have is you need to be able to not only work well with others. I mean, that's important that you can work well with them. But you also need to be able to adjust on the fly. You need to be flexible in the way you think and in the way you act when you're working not only with yourself but with others. Situations will always arise where it's going to be a change at the last second, or there's going to have to be a modification made after everything's set. While those are frustrating, trust me from experience, I'll tell you, it's frustrating when you get everything ready to go, everything's set, last second something's changed, you gotta go rush and get things taken care of. You need to be willing to take care of it, get it done, work with whoever you need to be, who needs to be involved, and ensure that the event or the game or the match, whatever it is done on time without anyone noticing. What we look for in a candidate, we want to look for someone who can demonstrate the ability to handle many different types of jobs. There'll be times where you have to work with customer service. Someone's going to come into your building, they're going to have questions, and while that may not be something you would consider your job description, you're going to be able to help them, direct them in the right area or the right person they need to speak with. As I spoke earlier, there's all kinds of different types of job duties you're going to have to take. It may not be what you're expecting to have to do. You may not be planning on having to go mop a floor, take out trash, but because somebody calls in sick, things need to be done. You have to be willing to do it and have to demonstrate the ability to handle many different types of things. Another one is you have to have an understanding of what working in college athletics really means. I've talked with people before who think college athletics is a great place to work, and it is. But you need to understand it's not just the games and everything you see. There is a major time commitment. There's a large amount of work that goes into it. Behind the scenes, for example, one of our football games, we will put in approximately 20 hours of work outside the football game just to get everything ready for the game itself. So people come, they see the game, think it's great, you get to work the game. I will average, for an average game, I may watch 3 to 4 minutes of the game. Most of the time you're running around taking care of things that need to be done, setting up, breaking down. There's always lots of work. It's a big time commitment, but it is rewarding. You just need to go into an understanding, and that's what we're going to look for, someone that understands what is going to be required of them. The final part that we kind of look for would be someone that can handle jobs, duties that they're given, and not need a lot of hand-holding to get the jobs done. We want someone who can be self-sufficient, who's self-motivated, who's able to, when given a task, take it, run with it, and make sure that everything is done, not only on time, but done properly. One way that you can try to help show this to potential job candidates that when you're interviewing is if you're in your portfolio, try to show a variety of the work you've done. Yeah, you may be looking for a job in facilities or in operations, but try to show that there's more to you than just that. There's more to you than, like, for example, for me, I could put my building schedule that we put in for all our sports. Yeah, that's great. Shows you can schedule the building, but what else can you do? Because there's so much more that goes into there. Have to do budgeting. You have to do hiring for students. There's lots of different steps and lots of different little areas that you can get into. The more that you can demonstrate that you can handle a variety of job opportunities, the more appealing you're going to be to the institution that you're applying to. So try to distinguish yourself by showing how much you can do, how many different areas you can help them in. Beyond that, college athletics, it is a great place to work. If you go in there knowing that it is a large time commitment, there's going to be a decent amount of work. But like I said, it is very rewarding. You get to see the students come in, move out. They keep coming, but you keep seeing them grow from their freshman year to their senior year, see them improve as people, not only as students and athletes. So it is a great place to go. My biggest thing is just make sure you're willing to learn, willing to work with others, that you know what you're getting yourself into, and that you accept all that stuff with open arms, and you'll be fine.